land, which sits approximately on 100 acres at Namugarakikaya, is where government intends to build an inland port where most of the cargo through NTV International Airport is expected to be cleared. Eric Ngoye Makumbi, Agustini Bukenya Muruzi, and Judith Narubega claim to be the owners of this sprawling piece of land. Eric Ngoye claims this smile land was bequeathed to them from their late father Samuel Kironde, who bought the land from George Nyanga in 1960s. In 2007, it is alleged that Colonel Dick Retire began processing the same for the mega government projects in anticipation of a windfall worth billions of shillings.
Our surprise payments were effected to a third party who are unknown to our clients. However, prior to the payments, we alerted Uganda Free Zones Authority not to effect any payments pending resolution of ownership of the said land.
Information yo nanga ayagamba nti etakachi siri ya Kironde ikintu kitali ate yagamba nti ate yina alikuza gundi nalikuza Lutawe.
Documents seen by NTV indicate that Uganda Free Trade Zones Authority opened bids seeking to purchase land for the inland port in November 2017. Dick Retire and Paul Kenya's bid, processed through Katende Sempebwa and company advocates, emerged the best evaluated bidders, seeking to be paid 6.9 billion Uganda shillings. Before the money was released, the family of the late Samuel Kironde, through their lawyers Ajunguri and company advocates, protested the sale of the land they claim is theirs.
Payments were effected to third parties despite actually notice to Uganda Free Zones Authority not to effect the said payments.
Yes, money was dispersed. But let me give you this. I released the money for this purpose which had been voted for by Parliament. They went for the chewing land. Now, halfway there, around June, in fact, I think it was June, around June 16th or 17th, I received letters of the other people saying that they contesting. So I received them for the payment, for sure.
Mwakani says he personally raised a red flag to government officials, but his advice was ignored.
The accounting officer, Rusmanat, to say, please, you and Free Zone don't pay until you have satisfied yourself that the land is no encumbrances, is not a wet land, and what is the other one? And is not contestable. They answered me back. On around 20th or 21st, I received another batch of those people contesting. I wrote back. I'm talking about in writing. Please don't disperse money until you have satisfied yourself that these ones we are buying a proper, clean title. Okay? They then paid. My letters cannot stop a payment legally. I cannot caution you, an accounting officer. Please satisfy yourself that what you are doing is proper. Okay?
NTV has obtained copies of an internal memo by the Secretary to Treasury Keith Muhakanizi, dated the 18th and 21st June this year, asking officials of the Free Trade Zones Authority to hold the procurement process. However, Uganda Free Zones Authority recently published a clarification claiming the land was legally purchased. The authority is advising anyone who believes he has legal claims to petition court.
I cautioned them, please. That is in writing, not in Rugambo. However, if we bought a wrong thing, what is it hard about? If we wrote on today's what? On Wednesday, I called those fellows of authority to say, please, did you buy proper land? They said yes. So at this stage, I don't know whether what they bought is wrong or not. If they did, we shall hang them. I am saying, please, at this stage, Jingo, I don't know whether these people are still confident that what they bought is proper. Then we shall take disciplinary action on those people, given what I had already done to them anyway. So I don't know whether they bought is right or wrong. Those who bought, we shall have to answer anyway, if that's true. Because I questioned them before. So I don't see what they are about. They must bring a clean title.
NTV has since established that internal security organization Isobos Kakabagenda has sanctioned an investigation into the alleged fraud to identify the ringleaders of this shame. 4 billion shillings out of the 6.9 billion shillings doled out, according to sources, has been frozen under the instruction of Isobos Bagenda.
The concerned people actually who took the decision to effect the payments, I guess, will be the ones answerable for the loss that would have been occasioned to the government of Uganda.
Copies of documents seen by NTV indicates that the land under dispute was once mortgaged by Kironde in 1960s to Uganda Credit and Savings Bank. The blueprint title he had secured before his death in 2004 could be part of the evidence on which they stake their claim. Colonel Dick Rutaya and Paul Kenya claim to have bought the same piece of land from Eseza Namirembe Nancha, Sise Nakazi, and Erina Nampwere, all residents of Kasenge sub-county in Wakiso district. They got a title of this land in 2008. During an interview with Saturday Monitor, Professor Frederick Sempebwa of Katende Sempebwa and Company Advocates says this land belongs to their clients. This land has been owned by our clients since 2008. As far as our party is concerned, the retirees came here and say they want to sell that land to Uganda Free Zones Authority, and they wanted to use our office because the bidding process is technical and requires a firm that has a name. Sempebwa is quoted by Saturday Monitor. Sempebwa says Rutaya and Bukenya approached his law firm seeking to sell the land to government. The law firm carried out the technical work of preparing a bid by November 2017. The family of the late Kironde are determined to seek legal redress through Ajungure and Company Advocates if government fails to compensate them over their land.
Because the title they have clearly reflects that actually they acquired it in 2007. It doesn't show actually its origin begins in 2007, while ours actually was created way back in 1963.
However, the Office of the Registrar of Titles on Thursday called for a meeting to resolve the matter. Sources that attended the meeting said the group that sold land was tasked to show cause why their title should not be cancelled.
The Commissioner Land Registration to clear this mess about the same issue, and we've also petitioned the Office of the Inspectorate of Government to take up that matter, and we also in advanced stages of actually moving to court to see that actually the transaction is nullified.
They have the right to go to court, and I agree with them. That's number one. Number two, until for me, I have asked these people by this date, I need the title. Now, once I get a title, once the government of Uganda gets a title, clean title, there is no problem.
Payment to be reversed and effected to them. If that is not done, they will have to go to court to see that actually the transaction is nullified, and they deal with whoever party might be interested to deal with them.
Here at Namugala Chikaya in Wakiso district, government paid for land close to 70 billion shillings to set up an inland port, but it is emerging that the people who could have been paid may not be the rightful claimants of the land. Jingo Francis, NTV.